share a video from inside Yosemite. We got here a couple days ago. We originally had planned on hiking Clouds Rest with our friend Tina, and things changed because of the sequoia fires have caused a lot of smoke. And so we switched gears and did a different hike. It's still really smoky. Let's see if I can share that. Really smoky. But I felt like, took a couple days, felt like sharing some stuff. We are, Benji, are navigating, doing things, living out of a van life. But the whole, Benji wants some pets. It's not like I set out to be a van girl. It's not like I set out to do van life. That wasn't the goal. And it's not like I had a lot of knowledge on this. We came in extraordinarily inexperienced, and we're figuring things out as we go, a lot of it. Did 6 trips before I got into the full-time life stuff, and that was 6 weeks ago. 7 weeks ago we started doing this, to give you an idea of where we are. So I'm still figuring things out, but I will say, like, figuring things out, like getting and staying clean, and getting and staying clean with the van, and taking care of things, when you get injured and managing a wound. I've had some wounds on this. Benji too. So, it's not always as polished and pretty or sexy or comfortable. Or attractive. Might be the opposite of attractive. But I am seeing and doing some pretty incredible stuff. And I don't actually record most of it. Because I'm in the present moment. And I was going to try to share a lot of it on Instagram and Facebook, and that's even curbing because of recovery from a lot of the stuff requires rest, and rest hasn't always been great because I'm doing it in a boondocking style, which sometimes you don't get a lot of rest if you're in a scenario that's not conducive to that. So let's park here. Oh, we're right by Camp 4. Let's go up a little bit further. I'm on a hike, Benji. So, it's not always pretty, and it's not always, I'm not like Benji. Look how filthy! Benji's supposed to be white. We'll get real proper showers tonight or tomorrow morning. We've been getting into the Merced River, but that's not even, I'm not sure that that's great right now because it's really low. So, shampooed my hair in a collapsible bucket in here yesterday. What was I going to share with you guys? I was going to give you tips. I feel like I should start contributing on ways to do things. Like, so I'm in transition. I don't know what my call is. I know we're always here to be a cog in the wheel for the greater good. In my past life here, the last 28 years of my career, I was a hairstylist, colorist, I've been an artist, I've been a realtor, I've been a bartender, I've been a lot of things. And I've always been contributing to the greater good, and I've always been earning money. I've always been in the flow with that of showing up to work and making money. Right now, I'm not generating an income. I'm not showing up to work, and I'm not sure where my next place in life is going to be with that. But it's not going backwards to where I was. So I'm still figuring that out. So I'm like, maybe I should share some how-to videos. And I would love to share how to do some of these things. But then sometimes they don't work out, and so I'd hate to steer you guys wrong. So I can give you some tips that have worked out great. iOverlander app for boondocking and overlandering, camping. Let's park right here. dispersed camping, even proper campsites. Overlander app is phenomenal. But there are other ways too that have helped us. Learning your national forests, state parks, campgrounds. Sometimes you cave and get a camp spot. You're caving, meaning like I was not going to try to sleep free this whole trip out. We were sleeping out front of Yosemite sign. It was awful. People honk their horns. I'm not sure why they do that as they pass by, because you can sleep free outside of the park exit, just on the side of the road. But yeah, it's not glamorous, but it's free and it's beautiful. It's next to the river. It's what you can do. Getting a camp spot inside Yosemite is super hard, really super hard. It's not a matter of money necessarily. It's a matter of getting on the internet and getting something to cancel and line up, because they're booked out till December at least. So what was I going to share? That was horrible because they were honking. So we looked into getting online and getting a camp spot. So sometimes it's a matter of knowing your tricks. Sometimes it's a matter of lucking into something. Overlander app, state parks, national forests. National forests, anywhere outside of a campground, a national park. You're going to have national forests. You can camp out in there. Unless it says you can't. There's so many. There's no right or wrong, because everything changes. Everything is always subjective to the situation of where you are. They may have signs posted. It might be private land. It might be. And learning all of this. So I want to give you guys unilateral tips. Black and white. 1, 2, 3, 4 step tips. And I just can't, because I'm learning as I go. We're failing, succeeding, rerouting, fancy, and then figuring it out again. What other tips can we give them? Flexibility, be flexible. What's our next part of our chapter of how we are going to generate an income? Let's do a video on how people make money on the road. I don't know, because I'm not there yet. We will figure it out. What's my call? How can I help people? How can I be a cog in the wheel of the greater good in life? Well, we're still doing things that come from a gracious place, a kind place. So everywhere we're putting our journey, we continue to give back. So at least we're still doing that. Give. We have something someone needs, we give it to them. What else can we do, Binzy? What other tips can we share? Give you a tour of the van. How do people live in a van? How do they go to the restroom? How do they shower? How do they shampoo? I think it's just depending on how everybody does everything themselves, because there's no right or wrong. I have a collapsible bucket. I have water jugs. I did have a water thing set up there. It broke. That's okay. Too many bumps. It cracked and broke. So now I'm using my jugs of water. What else? You can get water at your camp places. Some water's clean. This guy yesterday was like, jump in this pool. It's outside the bridge. I went to find it. It was the kind of decline, whatever. I'm not walking my dog down that. Plus, I'm not sure it's safe to bathe in open water. Bacteria, I've got some wounds that need to heal. So I can't just tell you that. Oh, a romantic, lovely picture of me and Benji taking a bath in a beautiful blue pool right outside of Yosemite. Nope, it looked a little funky. The walk-in was sketch. We turned around and left. I found some water in camp, filled up my jugs, and shampooed in a bucket here. Potty. You want to tell them how mom goes potty? I got a system in here. It's a lovely system. It's a bucket inside this black stool back here. Trash bags, nice powder stuff that gels up, keeps the smell away. I actually prefer it now. I don't go potty outside if I don't have to. Ever. If I don't ever have to. What else? We're very clean in here. Clean all the time. What else can I tell them? Cooking. We cooked. What else can we give them some van tips? Why don't you guys ask me some questions and I'll see if I can figure out how to do this YouTube. I got to get some proper cell service, proper Wi-Fi. Oh, the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi in national parks, 0. Wi-Fi, they have a little bit here. Horrible. What else? So, I'll try to get some Wi-Fi. I try to figure out my comment section on my YouTube and ask me some questions if you like. And maybe I can start to maybe give some guidance on what we've learned so far in our 6 weeks out on the road. I feel like it's a balancing act of just trying to stay rested and happy, because it's hard sometimes. It's really hard. Maybe it's being a girl, and there's a fear factor with being a woman out here. I don't think men feel or experience what maybe I feel and experience. And I'm not making this a gender thing. I'm just saying we all have our different experiences. So getting some rest in certain places was tricky. And Benji gets to be on guard, so he gets barky. So rest, I think the basics, rest, safety, food, cleanliness has been kind of priority while the whole purpose is to try to see neat stuff that we couldn't see from our home, which I'm seeing the most incredible things. Yosemite. Wish those sequoia and Kings Canyon went on fire. You want to go do that? We love you guys. Ask us some questions. I would love to try to answer everything best I can. This is not a huge rig with tons of amenities, so you'll get it from my perspective. You'll get the how-tos, what we've learned. It's all from experience, though. I can tell you that much. Learned a lot. Meeting the neatest people. What else? We love you guys. Alrighty. Touch base, comment, and I will do my best to answer. Love you. Bye.